There was an ordinary house in a small town in Ohio, America. It was a place where small dreams were born and often buried in the dust of poverty and circumstances. In this town, a girl was born who was named Amelia Green. Amelia grew up in an ordinary American family. Her father was a mechanic who repaired old cars, and her mother worked in a small cafe. The family did not have much money, but her parents always taught their children hard work and honesty. Amelia was the eldest of 3 siblings. She often helped her parents with their work, took care of her siblings, and went to school at the same time. From a young age, she had a strange confidence. She dreamed big dreams. Such dreams that most people said were beyond the reach of people like us. When she was 8 years old, she saw a magnificent car owned by a big businessman in front of her school. After seeing the car, she said to her friend, "One day I will buy a car like that too." The friend laughed and said, "Amelia, you're crazy. We're working-class people. We don't have such dreams." Amelia smiled and replied, "Everyone has dreams, but not everyone has the courage to make them come true." This was the moment that lit a spark inside her. Amelia's family was in trouble. Her father's workshop was sometimes open, sometimes closed. Most months it was difficult to pay the bills. Her mother worked day and night, but still the expenses were out of control. She was an excellent student in school, but her friends often made fun of her because she didn't have branded clothes. She wore old shoes. Sometimes instead of eating in her lunchbox, she would only take bread and cheese with her. One day a girl in class sarcastically said, "Amelia, your clothes look like they're from last year. You'll never be successful, because success requires money, not dreams." These words hit her like an arrow to the heart, but Amelia said confidently, "One day, I will prove to you that success is not about money, but about hard work and determination." Amelia completed high school with excellent grades, but the problem of paying college fees arose. Her parents had no money at all. Relatives also said, "College education is not for working-class girls. Get married and live a normal life." But Amelia's heart was not ready to believe this. She started a part-time job. She took college classes during the day and washed dishes in a cafe in the evening. Sometimes she would be so tired that she would cry herself to sleep at night, but she would get up again in the morning. One day her professor said, "Amelia, you are working harder than all the other students. Remember, this struggle will one day take you where others cannot even dream of." These words became her strength. After college, Amelia applied for a job at a large company. She reached the interview but was rejected. She cried all night and thought that maybe everyone was right, that all this is not just for working-class girls. But the next morning when she saw her mother going to work, she said to herself, "If mother doesn't give up despite thousands of difficulties every day, then why should I?" She started applying more. She was rejected in many places. She heard ridicule many times, but she persisted. Finally, she got an opportunity in a small company. The salary was very low, but Amelia considered it the beginning of learning. Amelia worked day and night in the small company. She was often the first to arrive at the office and the last to leave. Seeing her hard work and dedication, her boss said, "Amelia, you have a leader inside you. If you keep working like this, you will go far in the future." She improved herself further, learned new skills, took online courses and invested money in herself many times, even though she barely had money to eat in her pocket. After a few years, Amelia decided to leave her company and create her own startup. People laughed and said, "You don't have money or connections. You can't do this." But Amelia took small steps. She worked day and night. She had to take out loans many times. People closed the door in her face many times, but she kept going. The first year was full of failures, but in the second year her business started to take off. By the third year, her startup had turned into a successful company. Now Amelia was a successful businesswoman. She not only lifted her family out of poverty but also provided jobs to thousands of people. She gave lectures, encouraged young people, and especially gave this message to girls. It doesn't matter where you start. It matters where you want to go and how hard you are willing to work for it. Amelia Green's story teaches that everyone can dream, But it takes patience, hard work and dedication to turn those dreams into reality. No matter how many times the world tries to stop you, if you persevere, the paths will be made by themselves.